What is up, guys? It's the Sound Alchemist, and I'm here with
Gersh1.
And we're back to bring you guys another episode of For the Greater
WAAAGH!
This is a video series where we answer the questions left by you, the viewer. If you have a question for us, comment down below. Put question in front of your question because we get those questions first. No, my screen went away. But that is what Bedroom Sports did. He asks, if they had the dead Primarchs return, how would you want them to do it?
all at once with no explanation.
Yeah, that's the best way. Let's start off with Sanguinius. If they brought back Sanguinius.
Well, he's dead, so he'd have to come back as like a saint who can resurrect himself. Or maybe he's already back in the form of the Sanguinor.
I like the idea of coming back as a saint and like
He's already got the wings.
Yeah. He's like an angel coming back from heaven. What about Ferrus Manus? Because he is the Iron Hands Primarch. I would want him to come back as a dreadnought, like a badass, like like a Contemptor style dreadnought, but more badass looking.
Yeah. I mean, he is beheaded. So
Yeah.
I don't know how, but like, yeah, him coming back like that would be cool.
Who else has died? Are those the only two Primarchs that have died?
Oh, yeah, Horus, I guess.
Oh, how would you want Horus to come back? After sacrificing like a big character, like
Abaddon.
Yeah, like sacrificing Abaddon or like capturing Kaldor Drago in the Warp and the Chaos Gods like sacrifice him to bring back Horus. That'd be badass.
Or it'd be pretty cool, like if maybe a weird way of doing it would be to have like the Talon of Horus kill Lucius the Eternal, and like since it's like Horus's original weapon, then Lucius becomes Horus.
That would be badass, yeah. Comment down below. Let us know how you guys would like to see the dead Emperor or the Primarchs come back. Was that it? That was really all the ones that died?
I feel like there's more. But are they all just missing?
I think they're missing, yeah. Because, Dorn is missing.
Yeah.
Dorn is not dead.
I mean,
Dorn is not dead.
His hand.
Yeah. Next question.
This one is by RPC 90. Do you think that there is an alliance of planets that never were affected by the Age of Strife and are watching in the shadows, biding their time against the Imperium of Man?
Probably not. It would be a really badass story. But yeah, probably not. If anything, they're not like waiting their time to attack. They're kind of just they have no choice. They might be stuck because of a warp storm or something. But yeah, I don't think that it's going to be a competition to the Imperium. Unless the Men of Iron are still around. So it's like a lost colony of the Dark Age of technology where the Men of Iron never turn on humans and they're still like living. There is a 40 Facts video on the... There is a certain race that did this. Like they became almost cyborgs, all of them. So something like that, yeah. There's a Dark Age of technology colony that combined themselves with the Men of Iron, and they were basically cyborgs able to fight off the Imperium for a while. The Great Crusade had to stop and like really invest a lot of manpower to destroy them. But yeah.
Word.
Next question.
Bucket. How could Shadow Sun ever kill Abaddon? Fusion blasters are really powerful, so like fusion blasters to the face. But I mean, realistically speaking, I feel like No Tau has a chance against Abaddon.
Because of Farsight?
Because Abaddon's got the sword, though. If he didn't have the sword, I feel like...
I see.
Yeah, but I mean, even though Farsight has the Dawn Blade, I don't... Like, nothing really is stronger than the Blade of Despair. Yeah, that blade is something else. If you don't know what it can do, we got a 40 Facts on it.
Next question comes from Living Angel. What if the Emperor was not injured during the fight with Horus? The Imperial Creed would not exist, and yeah, What do you think?
I think things would be a lot different. The Imperium would be more structured, more organized. They wouldn't be praising the God Emperor. Overall, things would be a lot better.
I wonder if like the Emperor would be angry not just at like the Primarchs for betraying him, but also all the like human population that betrayed him, and if that would push him. Because like we created a Greater WAAAGH episode a couple days back explaining that the Emperor's main goal was to have humans kind of take their own control of their destination or of their control of the galaxy. What if the Emperor came back from the Horus Heresy alive and well, but with like complete hope gone for humanity to actually fight for themselves? That would be interesting.
So it wouldn't be more of like a... It'd be more like of a dictatorship. Like
basically, yeah. He would be like, okay, well, I created the Council of Terra. I'm going to do away with that. You guys can't govern yourselves. I have to govern you. That'd be kind of...
I don't think it'll happen, though. I feel like that's not in his character. Well, I mean, it is, but it isn't.
Because, like, he did have sympathy for Horus at the end. But he did kill him. So, I don't know. Next question.
C.D. Bergen. Do you realistically think that we're going to get another Loyalist Primarch anytime soon? And if so, when and who? I think it's time for some Imperial main characters to show up. Because we've had Guilliman, and then we had Magnus, then we had Mortarion, and now we're getting Abaddon. Like, that's 3 Chaos big baddies in a row. Like, where's the Lion? Where's Lehman Russ?
It's all going to come in the Invictus Crusade. I think they're going to try to milk that a little bit more. But towards the end, I'm pretty sure they're going to bring back a Primarch.
Who?
The Lion.
Yeah. Rumors have been circulating around him for years now. Yeah. Has it really been 2 years since Guilliman was released?
It's been a while, yeah.
Wow. Yeah. But yeah, I think the Lion's coming back. Cypher's doing his thing.
Next question comes from... Do you have one?
Protusjanek. Does any Adeptus Astartes chapter have any Titans at their disposal? No, Titans are kept, and they're kind of they're separate than the Space Marine legions or chapters. They work with the Adeptus Mechanicus.
Yep. Next question comes from NC Nation. Will the Imperium ever perform a full-scale invasion into the Tau Empire? Now that the Tau Empire is like up to their 5th sphere of expansion, they are huge compared to what they were in previous editions. Do you ever see that happening? Do you think the Imperium sees the Tau as big of a threat?
No. Like, yeah, they're a threat, and like it's been known that they're a threat with the Battle of Mugulath Bay. The Agrellan War showcased that the Tau will defend their planets and that they can best the Imperium. But at the end of the day, this is like the Tau using their whole military might on just like two planets or so. And like this is the Space Marines just sending like 2 chapters like half-assed. So they're not a big threat, but like they're there.
Yes. As the phone falls off. Next one. I have one from Robert Hasdowns Jr. We've come to accept all the tech priests love to slap their cyber dongs on the hull of toasters. But what other electronics would be a close second? Well, something that gives you like a shock, because that's what the toaster does when you stick your cyber dong in it.
Yeah. A blender?
Yeah, maybe a blender. Something that like does sparks though. When have you seen? Because like the thing with the toaster is like you put a fork in there, it goes.
Right.
Oh, a microwave. There you go.
You can put a toaster in the microwave.
Because in the 41st millennium, the Cyberdog can actually be removed depending on the size that you require. So what they do is they usually like remove it, but they attach a catheter to it that transmits central emotion or It still lets the tech priest feel. So they put it in the microwave for about 5 minutes, and that's where the sensations come from. Meme about that, guys.
What do you mean?
Next question. Pickle Rip. If Donald Trump was a 40K character, who would he be? Goj Van Dyer. Check out our 40 facts on Goj Van Dyer.
How do you spell Goj?
I don't know. Next question.
I guess we'll go with Mandalorian MSF Commando. Do Tau Fire Warriors shave their face and their heads like modern Marines? Or does the protein hair grow differently? That is true, because every time you see a Tau, be it ethereal or just regular Tau, they kind of have like that, like one ponytail thing.
Yeah, like the Asian thing.
I think that's just the only place that hair grows, because like you don't see like little like fuzz growing around, unless they're like women.
Well, actually, if you look at the Earth cast has like kind of what I have. So
Earth cast Gershwin confirmed.
Well, yeah, so I guess it would depend on whether the Fire Warrior cast only has growth there, and like the others have different growth, because the air cast is always bald.
Yeah, that just might be because it's more aerodynamic.
Baldness.
I don't know.
Yeah, good question though. Next question comes from Taco Guy 1988. Why don't you guys live stream? You could do a weekly or bi-weekly live stream where we can donate to have our questions answered. You guys heard of Super Chat, right? Sounds like an interesting thing. It's just hard to actually organize that with our work schedule and personal life and D&D. So yeah, maybe in the future. There's other projects though that kind of interest me a little bit more than live streaming. Narrative battle reports were a lot of fun. So narrative battle reports, I think.
Yeah. They're fun. They're just, you guys gotta show us that you enjoy them too. Yeah,
the bi-weekly live streams seem interesting. We also I want to start making content for like different games. D&D, just because it seems like
don't say different games, just say D&D.
Yeah, I want to start making content for D&D because it's just like that's what's interesting to me right now. That is what it is interesting to me right now. Last question, what you got? I have one from. Nope, we've answered that.
We've answered this one too.
The
Fool 06.
Yeah.
No, we did that one already.
Oh yeah. Pineapple. Which Space Marines are the best duelists? I think Arjack, and he thinks hard and can take a beating. But I think Dante would be one of the best. So which Space Marine
can be the best duelist?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, Arjack is good, but I feel like he's more of a brawler. Like, he can take hits, and like if you can get caught in... He's like the Mountain from Game of Thrones. Oh. He's strong, but I think he's too slow. But the best duelist... Loken, Garvio Loken. Caldor Drago.
Yeah. If you can beat a demon.
Yeah, you can beat a demon Primarch.
Then yeah, you're a good duelist.
Yeah, but I think at the end of the day, it all comes down to Stuart Little.
And those are the questions for today. If you guys have more questions for us, comment down below. Put question in front of your question. We have a Patreon. $1 a month helps us create more videos for you guys. Yeah. Yeah.
Hit that like, comment, and subscribe.
Gershwin.
Sound Alchemist.
Always used to put my freedom first in any situation.